every day I have those experiences. That's how I keep checking in with myself to make sure that, is this really the right thing for you, Diana? And a lot of times I find that when I'm finished with a call, with one of my clients, I often feel more uplifted. I often feel more energized, more happy than when I started the call. And to me, that's a really powerful indication that I'm in the right groove for me. I feel really aligned with purpose when I do this work. I make a pretty clear distinction between coaching and consulting. So my process for coaching really is focusing on the internal process and then applying the internal awareness to strategies, outer strategies. So I'm not the sort of coach that I really call a consultant who gives you a formula. For instance, I'm not going to give you advice. I do have specific subject matter expertise in recruiting and talent acquisition, so that's why it's a natural fit for me to work with people that are in career transition. But I'm not the sort of career coach who's going to write your resume, for instance, or write cover letters for you. I'm more about helping you to align your internal values, your internal hopes, dreams, and aspirations and aligning them with your external actions. And then the strategies that we create are going to come from the inside out. I first thought about becoming a coach because I attended a workshop, one of Simon Sinek's workshops. Simon Sinek is the famous guy who wrote the book Start With Why. And he had a workshop that he was kind of doing a trial with, I suppose, and I was invited to participate. And I was randomly paired up with a woman named Karen. We did the workshop together, and we came out with this great end result about what our why statements were, each of our personal why statement. And we just had a really nice rapport with each other right away. And as the workshop was ending, we were all kind of going our separate ways. I just said, hey, let's stay in touch. Do you have a card? I didn't even ask you what you do for a living. We just dove right into the material. And she said, oh, well, I'm a coach. And of course, let's stay in touch and, give me a call anytime. And I had always been curious about coaching, but I never really knew any details about, what it entailed or what sort of qualifications were involved. And so I assumed that you had to have some sort of subject matter expertise, like you had to be, you had to know accounting, or you had to, know about supply chain innovation or something like that. And when I talked to her, she said, actually, no, you don't have to have that. In fact, you don't give advice at all. In fact, what a coach does is hold space for and facilitate the process by which your client reveals their own solution to themselves. And through that process, you also help the client to increase their own conscious and self-awareness. And that's where all the real gold is. That's where all the juice is. That's where all the joy of life is. So if you can help turn your clients on to that, their own internal gold mine, if you will, that's what a coach does. And so when she told me that, I thought, wow, I could do that.